Hello, welcome. We're doing a old school Let's Play this time around. This time we're going back in time to, I think, let me look at the date. Date was this game? Come here. Oh, wrong one. Alright, I think this was 1989. Let's see. 1988, okay. So this was 1988, and it was actually one of the earliest Infocom games that was developed by Westwood Associates. Yes, the same people, the same Westwood that would go on to develop the Command and Conquer series. This is actually this is actually the first of the of three 1980s to 1980s BattleTech games on the computer. The first was the Crescent Hawks Inception. The second was Crescent Hawks Revenge, which was one of our earliest Let's Plays, and the third was MechWarrior 1. And that was back when Activision was actually really fucking cool for a company. You know, the three games are differently styled. Inception is a RPG turn-based one. Revenge is an RTS, and MechWarrior is an FPS. And you're gonna see, and this takes place during the 3028 timeline. However, if I remember correctly, uh, Crescent Hawks Revenge says it starts off at 3025, so that's kind of an error. I may be wrong though. It's been a while since I played that, so I'd have to take a look at it. Let me see if there's anything. It's supposed to be 3020. Yeah, it says 3028 to 3052 for Revenge because it ends during the clan invasion. Rather, it ends at the Battle of Luthien, which of course, you win. Let's see if there's any notes about that one. Nope. Okay, maybe I was remembering the start date in Revenge wrong, but we do have Crescent Hawks Inception here, which is an RPG, and it's got some interesting things in it. Mostly just you'll see. It's got kind of anime cutscenes in it in a time where that was unheard of for Western games. And there is a section at the end where you enter the final area of the game, and you have to input codes and everything. But I do have a save game that will allow us to skip past that because it was from last time I played it years ago. So I will explain what you would have done and what you would have seen otherwise. So let's start this up. Okay, we'll just skip past it because I think it just loops the sound on the opening little splash there. What you just saw was the Wasp mech, light mech. It's one of the unseen mechs, where due to various lawsuits in the late '90s to early 2000s, a significant amount of core iconic mechs had to be redesigned to where they could not be considered copyright infringement anymore. Then they became reseen with new designs, but still the same old mix. Now let me look that up. I'll go to explain the unseen and such in a moment. I just got to get the actual list. Let's see. Okay. All right. Yeah, here it is. This is a bit of a long list. Basically, these were mechs that were removed from canon due to copyright infringement. Copyright-based lawsuits. As I was saying, it was meant to be a way to settle them. So the list is alphabetical, so I'll go through them in order and I'll explain each one. Some of these names I don't actually recognize, so I will have to look them up before we start the game proper. Okay, so the first list is the Archer Heavy Mech. The Archer is a 70-ton heavy mech that is best used as a missile boat. Most of its variants are either LRM heavy or SRM heavy. LRMs are long range and SRM are short range. The second mech on the list of the unseen is the Battlemaster, which is an 85-ton assault mech. And that Battlemaster was, let's see, some of these are related to Harmony Gold. The unseen lawsuits were about Harmony Gold, which they are the guys who had the distribution rights and other things to Robotech, and a lot of early mech designs were based around Robotech. Let's see, I don't see. It doesn't say anything here. Okay, about which design it was infringing on, sadly. But it's one of the oldest, one of the most iconic mechs in the original Unseen list. In MechWarrior 1, it was the only assault mech you could actually get, and it was really strong there. But you could actually do some funny things to one. Okay, so the second Unseen mech is the Black Python, which is a let's see. Yes, this is a Viper heavy mech. Oh no, it's called the Viper. Oh, I misread this. The Black Python is a clan mech, which was called the Viper by Inner Spirit. There is actually a Viper clan mech, but that's a medium, and it gets complicated. Okay, so the third one is the Conjurer, which is a Hellhound. Let's see. Conjurer is a clan name. Hellhound was the Inner Spirit name. Inner Spirit are the ones are basically the people who came from Earth and just circulated around every single planet within many light years of the Earth's solar system. And that is that is one of the clan mechs that was considered unseen by this. You got the Crusader, a 65-ton heavy mech, which is a close combat one. The Galleon light tank, and it says, see here, the citation says only only its original image and the one of the original technical readout manuals. Then you have the Glass Spider, which is, let's see. Let me see here. This is, I think, this looks like a clan mech. Okay. There it is, right there. It's a 60-ton clan battle mech. See, the next one is the Goliath, which is that's 85 tons. Oh, it's 80 tons. It's 80 tons, and it's also interesting because it's one of the few four-legged battle mechs in existence. Almost every single battle mech is two-legged, it's bipedal. There are some that are four-legged, and that's one of the rare ones. And you have the Grand Crusader, which is a 80-ton battle mech. It looks like it's going by the loadout is long range. It's got a little long range, but it's mostly close range. And then, there's a lot here, so we're getting close to halfway through the list of the unseen mechs. Then you have the Griffin, which is a 55-ton medium mech. Then you have the Griffin 2 clan, which is a lighter mech, oddly enough. It's a 40-ton one, which is still medium, but it is still lighter than the standard Griffin, which is unusual. Then you have the Horned Owl, Howler, and Incubus. That is a 35-ton light mech, a 20-ton light mech, and a 30-ton light mech as well, respectively. And you have the Jenner 2 clan, which is, which was considered unseen. You have the Locust and the Locust 2 clan. Those three are light mechs. Then you have the Longbow, which is a assault mech, if I remember right. Let me see. Yes, it is an 85-ton assault mech. Now, let's see. Where was the list? Where was it on the list? Okay, and then you have the Marauder 2, and the Marauder 2 clan version. And those, that is, well, the Marauder is a 75-ton, and it's one of the most iconic battle mechs out there. And yet the Marauder 2 is an 100-ton assault, and the Marauder 2 clan is an 85-ton assault. All three of those are some of the most iconic ones out there. And you have the Nexus, which is a light mech. The Phoenix Hawk 2 clan, and the Phoenix Hawk land air mech, which is listed shorthand as Lamb. Those three are also iconics. Then you have the Raijin, which is, let me see, I don't remember that one. That is a medium mech. Okay. Yeah, that's an inner spear mech. All right. So it's a 50-ton medium mech. Then you have the Rifleman 2 clan, which were also based off yeah, I remember those were based off actually Macross. Wait, no, Macross is BattleTech, isn't it? Yeah, okay, I think it actually is the same thing. So kind of being weird saying that. I remember that is based off some kind of Zentradi design. I remember right. It's been ages since I looked into it. Then you had the Samurai Aerospace Fighter, which it was considered. What's the considered a scene? Let's see, that was a medium fighter. Okay. Then you have the Scorpion battle mech, which is a four-legged battle mech. It's also a medium-sized one, which is at 55 tons. That and the Goliath are two of the four-legged mechs, which almost are non-existent. Let's see, and you have the Shadowhawk 2 clan, which were medium mechs. Wait, let me make sure to. Yes, the Shadowhawk 2 clan was a medium. And you have the Stinger land air mech, the Thunderbolt heavy mech, the Valkyrie light mech, the Vapor Eagle, which is a clan mech. I know that much. Yeah, it's a medium ton. Yeah, it's a medium battle mech for the clans. Then you have the Warhammer, a heavy mech. You have the Warhammer 2 clan, and then you had the Wasp land air mech, and the Wolverine. Now, all of those were unseen. It's a long list. Oh, here it is. Okay, there is actually a list on Sarna.net, which is which is pretty much the official BattleTech wiki of the Unseen. If you go there and you look it up, and there will be a link in the description as well. But if you go there and look it up, you can see where each of these come from. Some of these are from Macross. Yes, I see it now. I should actually check this first. But most of this is from Macross and all that. So that is the Unseen, and we did see a Wasp light mech on the splash page before we went in. So as you can see here, while we've been given this, talking everything about the Unseen, you can see, this is the original copyrights were by FASA, who had the rights to it. Then Harmony Gold got their jimmies rustled. This is a recurring theme of Harmony Gold. They get upset about something, then they start throwing a fit in court. So this start, you can actually. This is actually asking you whether or not you've played the game before. If you said no, then they ask you whether or not you want to start a new game or load a save. So, see. So we are going to start from the beginning. In that logo you saw is the emblem of House Steiner, the Lyric Commonwealth. Okay, so I should take a moment to explain everything here. It's your inventory screen. Now, the main theme of BattleTech is the inner sphere, which is all human civilization. Ever since the days where spaceflight became normal, all human civilization is called the inner sphere. It used to be called the Star League at one point, which was a bit of a utopian society until people got in the head they should try to take over. And it's a long, long story that's best read in looking up videos or reading up on Sarna. But basically, Civil War, and a bunch of almost the entire Starleague Defense Force, led by Alexander Kerensky, decided, "Fuck this, we're out," and they fucked off towards the periphery, which is, let's see, periphery refers to any system or anything outside of the borders of the inner sphere itself. So, like if you go south past the Capellan Confederation or the Free Worlds League, you're in the periphery. If you go north past the Lyrian Commonwealth or the Draconis Combine, then you're in the periphery. So periphery is basically everything outside of the inner sphere's recognized borders. And going by all canon information, Kerensky led the Starleague Defense Force north. So all the evading clans that were the descendants of the Starleague Defense Force over, let's see, it happened in, it was 200 years before the start of the most of the BattleTech games, which most BattleTech games start in the 3025. as that was the standard setting for a MechWarrior game, well, a BattleTech game, and it's alternatively called MechWarrior. It's Dirty 25 is the start because technical readout, which was the list of all the mechs and vehicles and everything, was the first one was Dirty 25. So that's the standard start date for any campaign or setting. And at that point, it had been about 225 years since the Star League Defense Force left. And that's very important. They're considered to be a myth on what could have happened to them. All that is known is they left. They fucked off. They said they would come back one day, and actually, I don't think they quite said they would come back. I think it's implied they did. I would have to check to be sure. But they left, and they considered the fighting was so atrocious back in the during the fall of the Star League. They just said, nope, we're out. We're done with this shit. After they pacified everybody and then left, and then the Secession Wars began. The third Secession War is the one where the 34-25 starts in. And you have the fourth one later on, which is about 14 years after a 30-25 start. It's also known as the War 30-29, not 29, but 30-39, where it was kicked off by Hans Davian, the leader of House Davian, telling his wife, Melissa Steiner, that he is giving her the Compelling Confederation as a gift. And that kicked it off. Now, interestingly enough, it's commonly, whenever the dot of what happened to Star League comes up, someone almost always says, let's see, I'm trying to remember it's, they think they're out there somewhere, they might be coming back, and, whenever Lost Tech or something weird comes up, someone says, what was the Star League? And they always get, oh, you're an idiot, shut up. And most of the time, they're right. They just, it's just not obvious. And, there were two key moments where people got incredibly close to the truth. And it wasn't until later on in canon that it is revealed, yes, they were right. One of the first incidents of this is that it's the rival of Wolf's Dragoons, a very famous mercenary company. When they first showed up, some theorized that they were actually, they were related to the Star League Defense Force. They were kind of right. What the truth was, they were a scouting unit created by Clan Wolf to scout out the inner sphere and see how they are, learn about their defenses and all that. Over time, they basically became a warning unit to prepare them. And it was actually reinforced by some very interesting moments later on, especially on Outreach, their home base, where they summoned all of the major leaders of the Inner Sphere, saying, "We are from the clans. We're going to teach you how to fuck them up." And they actually did win this way. So, what else? Yeah, the other instance was the actual clans themselves. People, a lot of the common speculation was that they were alien invaders who had the forms of humans. One of the Comstar, high-ranking military officers, Anastasius Vogt, said, that he theorized that they were the descendants of Kerensky returned. He was right, especially once they straight up said they were. Considering they had a war leader who had the name Kerensky, so. But basically, anytime Lost Tech is something that was lost to time. It's kind of hard to describe it in modern day context. Okay, so think of imagine it this way: if Blu-rays were invented and mass-produced in, let's say 2000, 2000, and then let's not say 2000, let's say 1970, and then 50 years later, people reinvented or they discovered technology to make it again, and they start doing it. That is what Lost Tech is in BattleTech. And it's probably one of the easiest analogies I could do. Because the Star League society was highly advanced, and a recurring theme of the Secession Wars and the BattleTech universe in general is they do a lot of fucking destruction, and they keep regressing themselves. There's a lot of things that a lot of modern day problems that were solved back in the Star League time, and these idiots keep fucking going unga bunga on each other. So that is, it's very complicated. But a recurrent theme is the inner spirit can never be at peace. It must always be war. So anytime there's a period of peace, it ain't lasted. It's not designed to last. So anyway, let's get to the game actual proper now. There's a hell of a lot of backstory that's way outside of the scope of this. That's most of the important stuff because in the Crescent Hawks games, you actually fight the clans at one point. Half the first half of the game concerns investigating and finding out whether or not your father is still the player's character's father is still alive, and the second half of the game is fighting the clans. So that's a bit of a backstory here. Anyway, that is now we get here. This is a Comstar station. As you can see here, we are in a Comstar controls the hyperpulse generator. As Text Talks BattleTech on YouTube stated, they are basically space AT&T, and they are really fucking bitchy about it. So they're actually worse than AT&T, worse than Comcast. They have full control over all hyperpulse generation, which is basically space telephone. And they've turned into a kind of a technocratic, religion. It's complicated. Basically, all you need to know is Comstar are assholes. They really like showing off how assholey they can get towards the biggest story events around the 3050s. So here you can actually invest in the stock market. There's nobody here. Sometimes if you wait and watch someone go in, you can actually talk to them. Now the terminal screen clears. At its insistence, you place your eye over the red. So you can actually invest. Now every now and then you get money as I guess of a salary, and you can actually invest in 3 different ones. The finance industries tends to be pretty solid. Consistent growth and stability. Baker is kind of you throw it in there if you got some extra money, you just want to see hilarity. And you got Nishan Diversified. The Lion government comes down to smack them the hell out of them. So what we're going to do is buy stock. 15. 15. And we can put some, safe money here. Now, depending on how far you go, how long you go into it, it's it's kind of a time-based one. Citadel is the main area. Now here you can see you can meet Katrina. This is Katrina Steiner, the Archon, the leader of the Lyran Commonwealth. Now she kind of gives you some hints on what you should be doing at this point. Now, the preparations for the wedding she's talking about is the wedding between Hans Davian and Melissa Steiner, which upon the succession of Melissa to the throne of the Lyran Commonwealth would form the Federated Commonwealth, which it becomes an incredible superpower. And and that alliance kind of makes the other 3 factions shit themselves. There are 5 factions, 5 major great houses, which are the main factions, and employ the succession lords. Got House Davian, House Steiner, House Lee. I can't pronounce it. I think it's Liao. You got House Karita and the Free Worlds League. You can see the Hall of Legends. Here you can see the Locust. Security Chief would be Jeremiah Youngblood, which is the father of the player's character, Jason. You can also enroll in a combat class. You don't really you can get these if you want to, or just for completion's sake, but you can skip it. If you do it right, you will never be in ground combat very often. Your character personally will not be in it often. Now, some of these areas you can actually go around and visit. I'm trying to remember which way it is, because down here is the armor shop. I remember that, but I forgot which spot the weapon shop was. You can actually take, read, let's see, 5 different sets. The light, development. These are pretty expensive. You got the light, environment, the heavy environment, and the ablative armor. So if you know you're going to be fighting against a majority of laser enemies, enemies with laser weapons, then you can use ablative armor. But remember correctly, it's usually better to do flak suit or light environment suit. But if you do it right, you will never actually be in ground combat very often. You'll be only in a mech. Now let me see if I can remember the weapon shop was. Been a very long time since I played this. There it is. So you can pick weapons. These are melee and a little bit of low tech weaponry. Got your slug throwers, which are bullet spewers. You got the anti-mech weaponry. Yes, you can actually buy a fucking missile launcher. Just roll up into a shop and buy one. No questions asked. And as you can tell, the shop owner he might be sociopathic, because look at him. He's grinning when he says what it'll do to a man. Bad things. Now there are 2 varieties of missile launcher here. You got the SRM launcher and the Infernos. SRM are standard damage. Infernos are nasty little motherfuckers. Basically, Infernos are, they're one of the few things that should scare any mech pilot. Because what they do is, as you can see here from the description, it increases the mech's heat. A mech that shuts down is a mech that's cooking. And you take a lot of damage. Depending on what game it is, you can take internal damage to your mech from overheating. Like Hairbrain Studios BattleTech does incorporate heat damage to the structure, and it becomes really fucking obnoxious after a while. And you can also have your parts of your mech explode from overheating. So this is why Infernos are very, very scary. So if we can get 1,500 if we get 1,500 C-bills, we can buy one of the a missile launcher. The best way to get it is just by waiting for stocks to pay off. So here we go, training center. All right, so here is the objective of the training mission. So we had to take a mech and go out to the southeast corner. Okay. There are 3 mechs we can choose here. The Locust, which is the fastest, the Wasp, which is fast, and the Chameleon, which is a medium mech, but it's not the fastest. It's also a mech that pretty much only. I think this is the only actual game in any BattleTech game that's not tabletop that the Chameleon actually shows up in. It's a training mech. It's a mech used for training, but it's kind of like just like a fucking ghost. Some official materials mention it, what I remember, but yeah, it's kind of hard to find actual info on it outside of Starna. So you will take the Locust. And that's what I meant by the anime cutscenes. Now we got there. There we go. Okay. Let me see if it's ready yet. Okay, it's not quite ready yet. You have to pretty much walk around and wait for it to be. I think it's some kind of eternal timer. So we just do that, see if it helps. This right here is the well, it's a training academy. You can't really go. Yeah, here's the Mecha Loop. This is the speed shop where you can get your mechs permanently altered, depending on which one. Nobody in here. And if you have 500 seatbelts, you do this. You actually do want to get your people trained up on medical stuff and technician, because it was required to complete the game, as well as depending on how high your skill is, you can actually salvage mechs. Or you can also get extra seatbelts from salvaging them. Now we have to find our barracks, because it actually requires us to rest at one point. Yes. And here's a little cutscene thing. And, this is required in order. If you do not do the resting thing, you will be told to go and rest. Photographic memory, my ass. Now that we got that done, oops, we don't have to do that anymore. So the second mission is, basically this is a kind of a disguised tutorial. Now, the wasp and the chameleon are the ones you can pick for it. You should pick one of those two. If you do this, you get a bonus thing of them making fun of you because you picked a mech that didn't have hands. So we picked a chameleon medium mech. Now, very correctly, it was actually towards the north, but I'm taking a quick look around here. Yep, there it is. Okay, so we got that done. Now let's go take a look at our stocks. What we want to do is try to leave here with an SRM or something heavy for weapons, because there is ground combat early on. As you can see here, Def has stayed pretty stable. Nasdaq went up, and Baker pharmaceuticals kind of shit to bed. We'll put some more stock in here. Put 10 in this time. You it's pretty much free money at this point. Okay, so we got locusts to deal with. Nope. So we gotta figure out where the locust shell is. I don't. The Mercury, the position changes. There we go. We can cancel our movement orders. There it is. Here we have a pretty decent setup. We have 2 medium lasers, 4 small lasers, a large laser, and machine guns. And we can scan a unit, take a look. Oops, that's not what we wanted. Ah, yeah, if an actuator is gone, it means that they cannot do anything in that limb. Here you can see the heat sinks are damaged, as well as everything else. Now, something interesting is if you take core damage to engine, gyro, or sensors, that can never be repaired. It's means if you get hit by that, you're kind of fucked. If I remember correctly, heat sinks can be repaired. There we go. There we go. Oh, that was pretty simple. Alright, so let's see. What's next? Okay, now we can take our fourth one. So, labor robots. Drones. Cool. We're gonna let the computer fight for us. Show it off how it works. That's a rare cutscene, I think. I've never actually seen it much. And we've cleared them all out. Cool. And yes, there is a lack of music, sadly, because the early BattleTech games did not really have much in the way of music and all that. So it was just the technology at the time. You have in games. Okay, in BattleTech 1, you only had music on the title screen. In Revenge, you had music depending on in cutscenes as well as the mission complete or failure or victory. In MechWarrior 1, you only had the music on, I think, victory screens. So now we go back to check. See here, it's not doing badly. Def has to stay stable. Now Def keeps going up, and Baker is not being as hammered as it was a while ago. We'll keep putting some money in there. meanwhile, we'll go back to the training center. Now, I think if America is around the 6th or 7th one, where you run a chance of actually starting the game proper. By that, I mean the tutorial ends and the actual attack begins. And they disable your computer, just do that. It won't show you it. Won't show you notifications disabled because it's they tell you that beforehand. Yeah, there it is. I see it now. Cancel orders. You little bastard! I'm gonna kick you. You can actually melee in a mech. It's fun. Keep getting those cutscenes. Yeah, you can see that guy doing his impression of a solo queue player. Okay, so we need to find the lounge. See, where was it? That's the Mech Lube. It looks similar to that. There it is. Ah. So, an upset tech. So, this is actually an interesting moment here. He's asking if you've never been to the starport. At this point, I think the Korean forces were already, taking it over. They just had somehow blacked out what's going on. So people in the Citadel did not know what was happening. Yeah, it's either that or he was a Korean infiltrator. He knew what was about to happen, so. Okay, so it's not ready yet. We may have to wait for another, seatbelt stick in order for it to tick over. This is probably the easiest way to, pass time is just walk past, back and forth over and over. Now let's see. Yep. Now at this point you kind of want to save the game. Because, depending on how unlucky you are, or lucky, you may actually trigger the storyline. You'll note it when you see a pop-up. It's not it. Okay. Kind of want to try to stay here, get as many missions in as you can. It's really RNG. So an important note about the combat is there are two ways to instantly kill a mech. One is destroying its cockpit, which is the head. Depending on there is no uniform spot past top of the mech. Some mechs have it in a different spot, some don't. The other way is to destroy the center torso. There, see, there it is. Oh, didn't automatically target it. I'm too used to modern games automatically giving you a new target. Ooh, that arm could be getting destroyed shortly. Oh, yep, we. Okay, so interesting enough, this is not an actual problem in later games. Because if you lose the left torso, that's just it. Anything in that torso is gone. But usually, in later games, it becomes relegated to whether or not the head is destroyed or the cockpit. So that was me not paying attention. And this is what it looks like when you lose the battle. You actually reload that save because might actually might actually go differently. You might actually get the prompt this time. But that's what it looks like when you fail. Okay, we did not get the prompt this time. America usually starts up at mission 7 or later. There we go. Wow, I'm surprised he's not attacking. There we go. That was weird. Something to note is your frontal armor is always stronger than your rear. If you can get behind a mech and blast their torso from behind, it's usually a much easier time. This is true of every BattleTech game ever. Alright, we'll go ahead and switch targets. There he is doing that solo queue impression again. Let's take a look at our unit real quick. Okay, so we lost our large laser. This could be an issue. Fortunately, we're not the ones who has to pay for this. Pew pew. Ha! Wow, okay, so we just suck. It's been a long time since I've seen that. I don't remember that being normal. So we'll just take that, take that loss, and let's take a look at our character. Yeah, it's adequate, and his gunnery is not improving, which is odd. Might have been better to let the computer use it due to the attacking on that one, but I don't know. Okay, so it's not ready yet, so we gotta keep moving around. Let's go check Comstar real quick. Holy shit! What the hell happened over there? Damn! That's some real money up in there. Put stock in, throw in 75 there. Damn! They skyrocketed. But did they get a fucking bailout? Seems to be real common right about now. So let's go find a weapons shop again. Okay, that should be right there, right? Yep. Now we have an SRM launcher. Bad times are coming for them. So let's try using a computer this time, see what does it for us. So you pick the computer. Pew pew. Wow, I feel like this is gonna be a repeat. There we go. Would have been real funny if even with the computer he died still. So we'll just, hang around here. Let's take a look at our character again. Oh, he's an amateur now, but he's a good pilot. Interesting. We'll save the game. Because we are, like I said a few minutes ago, we are getting to that point where the RNG might be kicking in. See, you just repeat this one over and over. If you're really lucky, you can get up to 10th or 11th before it does it. Okay, so we'll get to an 8th one at least. Now you're fighting 3 locusts at once. Okay, it's 1 down. I don't think we're gonna win this fight though. Yeah, because at this point you're not actually meant to win it. You're supposed to lose at some point, but that's when the RNG kicks in anyway. And the training instructors always BM you too. It's kind of funny that they're talking so much shit because the Lyrans are notoriously incompetent, at least officer-wise. Damn, skyrocketing. Oh wait, no, I think Baker Fire went down, but it's okay. We'll just hold on to that for now. Best to leave those and check it like every once depending on how many hours you put into the game before completing it. I think you complete the entire game in I think 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours at most. Not a very long game, especially if you already know where you need to go, what you need to do. So you could get it down pretty quickly. Okay, so let's see. We always select a chameleon. There's a very good reason why. Yeah, go ahead and have a fight for you. You need, I guess, very correctly, you have to clear the mission in order for the RNG to reset. So it can be kind of difficult until your character gets better at shooting. Now, if I remember correctly, the combat computer is not an actual true computer in the game. Is a kind of a meta reference to the computer itself directing your play. So we lost again. All right, let's tap that from while letting it progress. So this is actually an interesting way to achieve your increasing your stats. Let me look. All right, so it doesn't look like it went up. I think it can only go up if you successfully complete a mission. We had to figure out how to do that. You know, we should go get some armor before we forget. That's pretty cheap. We'll wait a little bit and get flak suit. Now we let it go through. Damn. Good shooting. Okay, so if you notice the forest is on fire. Much like Crescent Hawks Revenge, if you fire your weapons at a forest area, it increases the heat taken while in that tile. Oh, we match you win this one. Interesting. And there we go, we win. Green chat. Let me see if I can adjust this. Chat saying there's something going on here. Oh, okay. Okay, so now we're on the 8th mission. Wait for the tick. And remember correctly, you can only see the seatbelts increase if you move around. If you just stand still, it would not actually do anything. Actually, let me save. Because we should be at the RNG point. Chameleon again. And here it is. So, normally you fought 3 locusts before. Now, you do not want the computer to fight for you. This is a Jenner mech. As you can see here, it has 4 medium lasers, as well as a SRM missile 4-pack. You don't know who the pilot is, you don't know who the rider is, and they are all fully topped up. And it's a 35-ton light mech. Now, normally you would fight this and lose. You're not supposed to. See? This ain't no training mission. And there it is. These are Korean mechs. The area is under attack. What you want to do is haul ass over here. You're going to take some damage in the process, sadly. Yep, see? Like, how does he not notice that? Ah, damn. Now, it is actually possible to escape it. We'll see if we can actually do that. I think it's a little bit. It takes a little bit of RNG to do it, but you can escape with this mech. I'm trying to remember which way we're supposed to go. I think it may actually be. No, if I remember correctly, you had to go all the way down here. Okay, so we can't jump over that way. Yeah, okay, a lot of this is RNG, sadly. Sadly, I probably should turn off the outtakes. But if you can safely get your mech over here, you can't escape with the chameleon, and it becomes a very powerful force early on. Yeah, you don't want to fight this. So we'll have to continue this run without the chameleon, but it is very possible. It just requires a little bit of luck and some real patience to save and load. Well, might as well go take him down. Go ahead and, yeah, let the computer do its work. Yeah, this is what, we could do this and salvage mechs as well. Nope, you do not want to ever do that. You're actually really banged up right now. So where was the barracks? Lost track of the... Oh, okay, it might be over there then. Ah, okay, so it's gonna take a moment to get it move around. Okay, we can try to heal. If I remember correctly, there is no hospital in this early on. Right, you won't get access to one until you go to the starport. And we did miss some extra dialogue with Katrina before before the assault. Oh crap. There's actually some major. Well, what is it doing? Okay, so that was just funny. We had to go all the way around in. So there's actually some really weird plot holes here. Like, Katrina Steiner was there. She's the head of the Iron Commonwealth. Why did she not? Why did they not have? How were the Koreans able to do that with her there? Like, there should have been at least 3 or 4 regiments there just to make sure, that no random fucking house could just roll up and just take over while the leader was there. Like, that's a major plot hole. Okay, let's get out of here. Now we need to go north. Let's see. I'm trying to remember which way the map was. Ah, so that is the destroyed citadel. You gotta go north. Crap. There we go. Wow, wow, the RNG is being really bad here. So just keep going straight north. Man. Okay, so that little cursor, the direction arrow tells us which way we need to go. So you can't just spam healing until it's over. And SRMs are one-hit kills to humans. I think we went too far. Okay, we gotta go straight. Whoops. Straight to the east, to the west. Wow. Yep, keep going west. There it is. Of course, there's only the one way in. Crap. There we go. Jeez. There we go. That's the Mech Lube. Let's find a hospital. Weapon shop. Damn. We actually can jump inside the city now? I don't remember that being a thing. There we go. So depending on how big, daddy, how, daddy Warbucks you are, you can actually get, something decent. Tech surgeon. Oh, some of these names are great. Ooh, good chunk of healing. So much like the Mecha Lube, it costs 500 C-bills in order to level up. That's the inaugural. Actually, yeah, this required to advance the story. Fucking Karita Dragon. Here we are at Comstar again. And our baker, is taking a huge hit apparently. Should sell some of this off. We do need to get armor. Now we gotta find the armor shop. Can't remember. I don't actually remember where it's at in this area. Ah, fine. We'll take them down. They're shooting longbows at me. Like it's goddamn colonial America in here. Video hut. Hmm. So, yeah, fuck that. These guys are kind of cheeky. Okay, so terrain mappers will cost 6,000 C-bills. We don't have that much right now. So if we get that much, we'll have to come back here and get one. There's just blood stains all over the place. Nobody gives a fuck. Weapon shop. Might be it. Oh, well, we gotta get past her first. There it is, armor shop. Alright, good. Now we got armor. You go get healed again. Yep, that's better than nothing, honestly. So right here is the arena. Oh, we can find the right entrance anyway. There we go. Now this is kind of like the Solaris 7 arena. Solaris 7 is the game planet in the BattleTech canon. This is kind of like a very, very downscaled one. So if you have 500 C-bills, you can enter the arena. You're given the choice of fighting in either their mechs or yours. Let's go check the Comstar again. Now, since we've done, walked around here a bit, we should be able to get the, let's see. Should be able to do the storyline event now. Okay, Baker Fire is kind of taking a hard hit. We'll just leave it for now. Wait, wasn't that the place? Oh wait, no, this is. Oh, that's right. We need to find the correct place, don't we? Yeah, I think we need to go to a certain spot and then take their uniform. Yeah, here it is. Well, wow, we don't have enough. So let's go over here and withdraw money. Meanwhile, Baker Farr is just getting hammered. Wow, free money. Okay, so okay, yes. I think we can actually advance it now since we got that marker event. Nope. So we need to run around, wait and wait and wait. Here it is. As you can see here, we have this. And we found one of the Crescent Hawks. Nice logo. And it's kind of weird how they introduce it as a covered lance. It's not really one. It's just a sub lance of the Cowhounds, which is a famous mercenary unit associated with the Signers. So it's kind of weird. Early, I call this early installment weirdness, as the trope goes. It is. They say it's a covert operations lance, but it's really not. It's just a sub lance that sub lance of the Cowhounds. So we got to find. Apparently we're hunting down a Starling cache. And here is the big hint on how to find people. You gotta go to hospitals or Beckett loops to find them. And this is also warning you of a mechanic that there are double agents. There is only one way you can see them. We'll just fight this out. Anything is better than a pistol. You can't go back in. Alright, so we'll just go head on over here. Well, we need to go get healed bad. Let's go sell some money. Sell some stock. We can get patched up real nicely now. Woo, that healing. Okay, so we can't get an agent here. We have to take a look at around here. Check the Make It lube. And they cost a lot to modify them as well, so you don't want to pass on it for now. There it is. Okay, you have to go to. You have to either. Okay, I'll go back to the hospital, but I think you have to do search medical records. It may actually be ask to apprentice. Now, sometimes there are. Ah, that's also a warning. So let's go back to the hospital. Okay, so it's 901 Now, if you inspect the character, yes, this is okay. RNG wise, sometimes Edward cannot actually. Edward is usually the first double agent you see. This is how you can tell whether or not he is a double agent. Now, sometimes he doesn't. It's not it. It's rare, but sometimes he cannot be double agent. It'll be somebody else. Here he is. Now, once you trigger this, you get two ways to kill him off. He will die for it. One is if you catch him inside, you put him inside a mech, then he tries to turn traitor on you. And then he gets stomped to death. The other way is if you're in ground combat. Okay. Oh crap! We don't have enough money. Well, we better go take care of that. Ground combat, he can turn. You can watch him and see whether he's going to turn on you. And we have nothing in there now. Okay. You can go down to completely nothing in a stock. And there it is. Yeah, you put it into it. It's implied you killed him, or at least you could probably read it as him killing him. And there it is. Now we can get out. Yes, video hut. Now we leave. Oh, we'll go back down south. Take a look at the map. Since we're in a mech, we'll be a little bit faster, especially if we get into combat against humans. And now that you're in a mech, you can actually get mech components. Wasn't this the barracks? Odd. I forgot where the barracks were. Hey, is it barracks or barracks? I always thought it was barracks. Hmm. Okay, so you're supposed to return to the barracks at some point, but I can't seem to find it. Weird, I did it earlier. And we got combat again. Oh, there we go. Game can be really stubborn sometimes. That's weird. I know it should be around here somewhere. And we went into it earlier. And you get an event by coming back to here. Fine, we'll kill the humans. Yeah, look at that. That's right, you leave. Oh, this is kind of weird. Yeah, okay, you are supposed to come back here. I don't know why it's not letting me in. Hmm, it's bizarre. So trying to shoot at mech armor with of anything that's not like an SRM launcher is kind of deep, just peppy guy, straight up peppy guy, because you would never do damage. Okay, we give him a rifle. Nice pickup. Now we can just figure out. Here it is. Okay, I guess that was just wonky hitboxes. Miraculously, the holodisc player is okay. So, looking for a Starly cache, it does exist. It's the last area of the game, but Starly caches are interesting because they're all over the place, and they're kind of like treasure chests in a way. So a hut in the northwest, you cannot actually complete this until you have a trained up tech and a trained up medical tech. Yeah, don't worry. That kind of goofy fucking password is not actually needed. It automatic you when you get it repaired, it automatically fixes all that. So now we gotta find him. And let me look at this. There is a map of Pacifica. Let's see, where is it? Okay, yes, here it is. Okay, so we need to go back to that rocky, looking the rocky area, and we're not going to explore the entire planet. That 'cause there's only really a couple places you actually need to go in order to complete the game, and so we're going to skip that. Just going to get unlocked, get a couple of agents and train up. Let's see, we need to go. It'll be north of here. Well, apparently cursor will not go to the mouse, but basically, I was looking at the dead center of the screen. Okay, let's go ahead and fight these humans. Pick the battles you want to fight. Now, looking at the map, should be northeast. Try to avoid fighting. There it is. Okay, weapon shop. Beckett Lube. Now, remember correctly, it's only as I said earlier, it should only be, it should only be mech loops in hospitals. Now, we gotta find the jail entrance. That's not it. Alright, fine, let's fight. There we go. There it is, jail. We've found the visitor section of the internment center. He spit on the guard, and the guard knocked him the fuck out. Hmm. Remember correctly, it's the third one. Nope. Wow, it's been a while. I was sure it's the third one. Aha! Okay, so we have a stinger mech. Now, if we had managed to get the chameleon, we would have 3 mechs here, which makes everything much easier early on. However, you can fight enemy mechs and try to, get them to the point where they can be salvaged if your mech tech is high enough. Now let's take a look at them. Okay, that's our. We are pretty topped up. He started getting mad. Okay, so we need to find a a mech tech and doc. There it is. So it is search medical records to look for a tech. Or, sorry, a mech. I'm flubbing my words here. I meant a doc. I don't know why I keep saying. I think I was thinking med tech in the head. Came out differently. Oh, so since we have a trained guy now, we can actually get the field surgery in the regular med kit. Field surgery is maximum health, if I remember right. And this guy's on the level. So let's see. Okay, so we need to get 500, but I don't think there's actually a Comstar spot around here. Let's have a computer fight for us. Since that's an SRM2, it's probably a Wasp. Damn. He held up nicely. We'll just flee from that. Pew pew! Got him. Hell, a couple more fights like that and we got it. We get it. Oh shit. Ah, so we can get game over that way. That would, got something similar to the inaugural. Okay, so. Oh, sorry, I meant to load the save. Well, honestly, this will save a lot of trouble. Okay, so this should be, yeah, as you can see here is an older save. And this, honestly, a lot of this game is just going from point A to B, then point B to C, and look at little bit of RNG. So we can't skip a lot of problem here. As you can see here, this is what I was talking about. Sometimes Edward is not a double agent. Here we have a full group. Now, as you can see here, you need a medic at excellent, as well as a technician at excellent. And we have a secondary pilot, and as in addition to the three that you can get normally. And here you see a lot of corpses. So I don't really remember what the hell happened here. So, if I remember correctly, this was before I went to the Star League cache. And okay, we are at the starport. Might as well fight because we can, it'd be quicker just to fight instead of, dealing with this mess. Now, let's take a look at our character. Okay, so we have different, piloting and amateur. It's kind of random on how it works. Okay, it looks like before I did light envelopment. All right. Yeah, looks like it. Rex will always be max skills for pilot and gunnery. And as you can see here, we do have a chameleon. Like I said, it is possible, but it's kind of hard. We have a stinger as well as the commando. Now, if I remember correctly, take a look at the map. Oh, okay, I see now. This, yeah, you see, there are some hidden, towns and hamlets around the area. Yeah, see. Okay, so let me look at the map. At this point, we should be able to go straight to the cache in the end game. So we're going to do straight to yeah. We need to go to meet Tellum first. Okay, we're at the starport. It'll be straight north, then take a left at the curve. Might as well just fight it out. Wow, to the face. Looks like a locust, and I can't tell. Oh, it's a wasp. The only bipedal mech that you can fight normally, I think, are the wasp that uses SRM2 packs. So it looks like we got it all done. Ah, look at that. That's why you want to train up your tech, because you get good chunks of return seatbelts for it. And if you're down, if you have if you have a pilot that doesn't have a mech, you can get a new mech that way by salvaging just enough. Look at the map. Okay, we need to go all the way this way. Yeah, too deep that way. Okay, we should be able to go straight north from here. Nope. Man, they're just insistent on this. Wow, just as I exit the map, combat. Okay, so I think this should be the curve. Crap, 3 mechs. There we go. Good, we got away. Alright, let me look at the map real quick. Okay, so we're at the curve, so we go straight to the west and hit the other edge. We will get to the hut. So, haul ass! We should be almost there. Okay, coordinate map. Not actually sure. Sure, we passed the. Yeah, we passed the curve. I see it on the map here. Oh no, that's. Oh, it's hard to tell from. This map is really zoomed out. So there's a little mini lake there, I guess. For the love of. Ah. Okay, so I don't see this little island or anything on there. Peculiar. Oh, I see. I think it's the northern part of the map where I'm not looking. Machine gun, medium laser, that's the Stinger. There we go. I like how they're right next to us and we can just run away. Okay, so Tellem's hut is on the western edge of the map. Might as well. There we go. They run off. Okay, according to the map, we are okay. We should be able to keep moving up. Oh, I remember used to play this all the time back when I was younger. There weren't that many BattleTech games I could actually play on the computer back in the day. I had a potato computer for sure. Hmm. Ah, hey, you just the RNG is like JRPG level in terms of just whack. Oh, I think we're hmm. Oh, we are okay. We're at the northern edge. But a terrain map or something, it could be real pain. Yeah, we're in the upper edge corner. We're going the wrong way. Went a little too far. Yes, I see where we are now. So we go back down south to the east. We'll find them. There it is. See, there's his hut. Like goddamn Obi-Wan out here. So here we are being questioned by a holographic, hologram that's implied to be, like the Wizard of Oz in terms of presentation. And this is why you need a maxed out technician, because the first question is about mechanics. And now we're downstairs in the place. And this is the second stage why you need a maxed out medical tech, because it talks about biochemistry, neurological impulse terminology, and all that. And the doctor not only answers it, he fucking clowns them. So it's great. And now we're in interesting. Okay, so this is all about tactics and why you need to keep certain people alive. You have to keep you have to have one person who is maxed out on medical, and one person who is maxed out on technical, and then you have to have Rex alive, because the third gate is talking about the Battle of Mallory's world, which Rex is part of. And now the fourth gate, which is what you need to play your character for. Hmm. So we just busted a cap inside. Okay, so interestingly enough, regardless of what weapon you have, it'll always assume you have a machine gun. So we just blew it, emptied a clip into a hologram. The way, okay, so the doctor was just pissed off about not getting paid back, and he just wanted to collect. And apparently we can't see the password. Well, a full one. So it's very close by. And we'll go into it. Should be due south of here. Because it is, whoops, it is actually on a bit of a peninsula. Oh, let's see. Should be around top of it. Let me look at the map again. Oh, it's northwest. Not northwest, northeast here. We went the wrong way again. So I should have been just reading the map properly. Okay, we should be right on top of it. Yep, there it is. Now, something to note is this is actually the point of no return. Once you go inside, you do not come out. Not until you've accomplished the mission. And this is, again, why you need to keep Rex alive between beating Tell Him and getting back to here. So this is actually a long and complicated area. Well, complicated by complicated I mean fucking annoying. Because if you don't have a chart or memorize it, you are going to be messing around with the combinations for ages. And see, you cannot actually reuse a code. You can only hold one at a time. You can't hold multiple ones and wait for it to automatically configure. So it's actually an incredible pain in the ass. Now, here I'll demonstrate what I'm talking about. You have a red code 1, red code 2, blue 3, yellow 4, yellow 5, and yeah, there's a terminal over here. Yellow 6, okay. So we should be able to open up one of these right away. Yeah, wrong yellow code. So, try yellow 5. There it is. That's the general basic concept of the Starleague cache. There are no encounters in here, so it's just mostly you running back and forth between each and every door, hoping to find the right codes. You have to open up some codes in order to access the rest of them. And it's just incredibly taxing. It's just monotonous because you have you have to write down a lot or have an incredibly good memory. And you can actually access you can't actually access the hyperpulse generator. You can't turn it on, but you can actually access the right the area. See, the power to turn them on is behind another door. And see, yep. So what we're going to do is load the save. We do have a save here that cuts, we'll cut past most of this. It reminds you when you reload of what it is. Now, there are three objectives, well, four objectives here. First is to access to find the cache, which is all the way up in the northeastern corner. Now, this will be the star map area where, if you go down, you see a huge star map. You get the white code from it. And the correct order to input them is part of the game manual's copy protection. It shows you a map of a region with a green streak in them. And that is the order you're supposed to put them in. Okay, that's not the right way. It's honestly, this is just one huge maze, and I don't like mazes. So you would first come up here to set one flag. There it is. See. And you found the Starlight cache itself. And now you need to turn on the hyperpulse generator. Okay, this is not the right one. That's the terminal down there. And if you do that, it just says says that we're not it'll just keep refreshing that message. Now we have that turned on. We need to go over here to the terminal. Now remember correctly, it's the one up here. Yep. Well, okay, I forgot there are three. There's 5 objectives. There's a hidden one. And I'll show it to you after I can reload the save and show it. The 5th one is totally optional. And as far as I know, this is the only BattleTech game with a canonical appearance from Katrina Steiner. I may be wrong. I am probably wrong, but as far as I know, this is the only game that has an actual canonical appearance from her. Now, I know in MechWarrior 4, you can see her granddaughter, Catherine Steiner, who takes the name Katrina, but for the one that existed as Archon during 2025, the default setting, this is the only time you can actually see her in a game, as far as I know. So you get commissioned as a lieutenant. And what is that goofy looking smile? Look at that. Am I imagining it, or does he look like a proto Harry Potter? And see, this is what the optional one. Well, I think it may actually be done automatically, regardless of whether or not you find it. But you can find his Phoenix Hawk limb. And the final words here are carried over to the second game, which is the Crescent Hawks Revenge. So I will load and reload and show the area. I think it is actually optional, but the dialogue may be hard coded to always talk about the Phoenix Lamb. But I think it's actually optional. It's been so long since I had to do that segment. Normally about reloading a save to go straight to completion, I don't actually remember. Whoops, went too far. So if you go all the way over here, honestly, despite it being amazing, it's not that hard to navigate. It's just incredibly annoying, and it takes so long. Okay, so we went too far. There is a path around here we're supposed to go through. I may have forgotten which point it was at. And I really wonder who has been running around here. This place looks like it's been defaced by hoodlums, but how did they get in? Where is it? There is a path you're supposed to take in order to reach it. Sadly, while it's really easy to get lost in here, there's only one path around. Go anywhere. Hmm. Okay, so I remember should have been around this way. And for some reason, it just says Star League. It doesn't show the Star League Defensive Forces icons or anything. So that was weird, even though it was well known by then. There is the secret passageway, and this is the Phoenix Lamb. As you can see, it is very interesting. It has a part of the Phoenix Lamb, Phoenix Hawks' arms already in position, and it is straight out of fucking Gundam. And if you had for the first time you see it, you get a cutscene looking up at the mech, and as well as the text indicating yes, implying he's still alive. And as we find out in Revenge, he is still alive. He was captured. Anyway, that is it for. Let's see. Yeah, you can also change the movement rate. See, it's usually better just to do one step, especially if even if you're running this in DOSBox, it can still go fast. Anyway, that is it for Crescent Hawks, Inception. The story continues in Crescent Hawks Revenge, which was one of our earliest Let's Plays, and we've already done that. So just watch that if you want to see how it turns out. Thanks for watching.